this conversation with Kyle. How important do you think Cook is to what the Vikings want to get done in 2020, Kyle?
It's tricky, Kim, because I think Dalvin's an excellent running back. Is he a super special, alien-like, irreplaceable running back? Is he Derrick Henry? Is he Christian McCaffrey? I'm not sure about that, and I think that's why we're here. Here's what I would look at. I know that the Vikings lost some players on defense, like we heard there from Stacey, but I have every confidence that the defense is going to be good, and I know that they'll step up under Zimmer. I think this is about Cousins. Cousins needs to keep getting better, and if you watch a lot of Vikings football, you know that Cousins is a play-action, deep ball chucker, and Kirk Cousins is never more comfortable than when he reaches that ball out, pulls it back, and then launches it. And Dalvin Cook is a huge part of that. So you think, well, you got to have Dalvin out there. That's the offense. That's Cousins. The rub is, guys, on the biggest play of the season, the biggest play of Kirk Cousins' career in the Superdome when he hits Thielen on the perfect preeminent pass in Vikings history, it's Alexander Mattison out there on the play action. The Saints defense bites on the backup, who they got in a few rounds into the draft. It wasn't even Dalvin Cook, who really, they bottled up that game. So, yes, they want him out there. He's great. But is this a situation where they're saying, listen, we can't imagine this Vikings offense without Dalvin Cook. Let's pay him a blank check and tell him to write whatever he wants? Absolutely not. It's much more complicated than that. This one might not be solved easily.
Yeah, I'm with Kyle on this one. Christian McCaffrey threw this whole thing off its axis by getting that huge deal, resetting the market. Everyone in the running back world looked at each other and said, okay, well, certainly I'll be at least close to that. But not every team is built alike, and not every team wants to reward their players as such. The Vikings, they did say farewell to very prominent defensive players from years past, but maybe those guys' best days were behind them. Linval Joseph, Everson Griffin, Xavier Rhodes. Those were the names we knew from the Vikings defense. But last year, those guys all had down seasons. So they bid farewell to them. I don't think it's about Dalvin Cook. I think it's about all of those new faces on defense. That's what's going to be able to do, because they're going to have to stop Aaron Rodgers. They're going to have to stop Matt Stafford, and they're going to have to stop Matt Nagy's offense, whoever's under center for those guys, because that's what the Vikings have done for so many years. A lot of new young faces. Stacey rattled them off eloquently. I don't know these guys yet. And I can't tell you, I'm talking Super Bowl, when there are 4th and 5th round players on defense, we're going to be asked to step up and fill in for guys like Everson Griffin and Xavier Rhodes.
Well, Peter, I think when you talk about the defense and how they're young and those type of things, you need an offense that can score points. And I actually played against Gary Kubiak for, I want to say, 7 years or so. That offense is predicated off the running game. And Kyle, you said it best. Kirk Cousins is at his best when he's able to put that ball in the belly of the running back and pull it out and have the play action pass. Now, you have to remember, Dalvin Cook ran very well in that Saints game. Yes, he didn't have the gaudy numbers, but he was breaking tackles, and that was why the Saints were, committed to the box. When you go back to the San Francisco 49ers game where they couldn't run the ball, the Vikings offense couldn't do anything. So you have to remember, Dalvin Cook isn't just a runner. You can put him out of the backfield. You can do different things. He may not have the numbers and the stats of Christian McCaffrey, but he has the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield and run routes just like he does. It's on the coaches to put him in that position. And I've seen the way Gary Kubiak utilizes his running backs like Arian Foster in the past, Chris Brown. He's going to find a way to get that guy in space against their weakest player in that linebacker position and take advantage of it. The last thing I'll say is this. When the Vikings had him against the Seattle Seahawks, when they went to Seattle and they were getting after him a little bit, when Dalvin got hurt, the whole thing fell apart. That tells you all you need to know about the Minnesota Vikings and Dalvin Cook.